Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition. So when we last left off, a lot actually happened. Most prominently, we finally defeated Rito's brother Melphis, and learned he was possessed by one of the body parts of Valmar. Then we kind of got possessed, and a lot happened. And, just go watch the previous video. I don't want to sit here and explain all of it, because it was a very plot-heavy episode, despite being a very, actually, the major boss fight episode have been plot-heavy, haven't they? Whatever. Point is, we're moving on from this island now that we've taken care of business with that. Pained but at peace. Okay, sure, if you say so, dude. Whatever. Okay. So to the end of the sea, then. Now there's a lot on her mind. I mean, the events of the last video, she has a lot to think about and reconsider. But, we'll have some nice inner monologues, and, well, not necessarily inner monologues, but things like that here in a few moments. Okay, sure, why not? So, yeah. I mean, admittedly, can you blame her, She's kind of having a bit of a crisis of faith here, She just relied, basically, on as a priestess, she just relied on the devil to save someone's life, more or less. It's a little more complicated than that, because split personalities, demonic possession... when you involve one of those things, it already gets more complicated. Let's just throw both into the pot and see what happens. Of course, the reasons for that all make sense eventually. Don't want to say too much about that, though. And I'd say saving Ryudo was what Lord Zera wanted. And we are still looking for the Grandia Saber, right? Oh yeah, and then throw in, the whole love triangle thing between Millennia, Elena, and Ryudo, which, gotta admit, that is one of the strangest love triangles I can think of in a long time. A girl, and her demonically possessed alter ego are both going after the same guy. That's just weird, even by most love triangle standards. I mean, just what? Boy, she just whiplash in tone there, suddenly so cheery and happy. Where's all the, introspection, all that from a few moments ago? I think it's been established you can't just remove a body part of Valmar from someone without killing them. So I guess maybe that's what Elena means. I mean, Millennia did basically kill a child to take the eyes of Valmar, so... I don't know. Oh, that hit a nerve. Also, she's not Valimar incarnate. She's a part of Valimar, working towards being Valimar incarnate, which I don't think really makes it better when you say that out loud. Yeah, didn't think about that one. Then again, hey, fit in the same boat here with Ryudo. But then again, Ryudo doesn't know what the heck is going on in Elena's head. It's probably better that way for him, too, let's face it. It probably would help, yeah. Keeping your cake hole shut. I've never understood that. Your cake hole. Like, I mean, okay, you eat cake, therefore it goes in your mouth, but why specifically cake? Why not your pie? Oh, actually, pie hole is a phrase people use. Why not your soup hole? And suddenly saying that out loud, I know the answer to that question. Alright then. That expression scares me on how we'll manage. I'm expecting cannibalism and scary survival tactics. Oh. Or that too. Does Ryudo even understand what the captain's talking about? Because I have a lot more context because scenes that we saw that Ryudo didn't, and I'm barely figuring it out. Of course, I'm also a little dense on matters like this, so, you know, that could just be me. Alright, so back to gameplay. Yay, gameplay. I'd say it's been a while, but, you know, we had gameplay last video too, so. Or maybe not gameplay. No. That explains why it doesn't look like anybody we've... Well, I guess he kind of did look like those scarf sellers in the market. I don't know. So it's all coming to an end now. Can we stop having random cutscenes just interrupt us as we walk down and halt? Hi, giant plant that apparently tried to eat us. Let me walk on you. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening here. This is a jungle. So we're going to be relying on plants to get around. Because jungles have lots of those. There we go. I think they only do that trick one or two more times, if that. And then we have this. I literally have no idea why this exists. I'm thinking it was just an animator or artist just having too much fun. Like, how are we gonna... You spent so much time on this. What are we gonna put that in the game? They're plants. Put them in the jungle. And then they did. Alright. Should I put it on AI or should I actually, you know, try? I don't know, as I'm playing more of this and, you know, kind of going into, you know, actually trying to make, like, the things you think about when you record something versus just playing it. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with the battles, because kind of, you know, looking at the battles and what's happening in them, yeah, probably burn flame's our best bet.
Release.
There's, you know, kind of the, where does it lie between having the battles, you know, be visually interesting and distinct, and, you know, what is really the quicker and a raw sense of time? Like, obviously, fighting like this, you know, spamming powerful multi-target or hit all attacks is obviously the best option, you know, and just raw turn counts, you know, to get through these just generic random encounters as quickly as possible. I mean, look at that. 2 actions.
Nothing withstands my blade.
You know, not doing this, I don't think I could have it go anywhere close to that quickly. Oh, okay. Okay, now I saw something over here. Ah, okay. I see I have to loop around to get to that. Ow. Oh yeah, also there are plants that spew steam, I'm assuming. I really don't know what that is. Don't walk into the steam. It should be kind of obvious, but just throwing that out there. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of, so it's like, okay, so spamming, you know, multi-targeting special attacks. Oh, I have a couple characters who are poisoned. I should probably do something about that.
How about this?
But yeah, stuff like that ends up, you know, making the fights go quicker on a raw, just turn count basis, but the actual, you know, duration as far as like recorded, you know, time that we're recording and watching generic random encounters here, is it quicker or slower, you know, doing it this way versus, you know, just spamming normal attacks, since this kills, like, these are deadlier actions that do more damage, but, you know, the animations are also, well, in some cases longer. Some of them aren't too bad, but like this is kind of a lengthy animation. I don't know. Like I said, things you think about when you're recording footage of a game versus just, you know, playing it for your own entertainment. And it's something I probably should think about more, considering some of the stuff that I'm thinking about doing in the future. Anyway, stop being poisoned! Okay. And there's another board artist project, apparently. Tons of those in this jungle, apparently. Oh, okay. Garden Tour SP. That is a costly attack though, so that's not to be too surprising. That's not too surprising. There we go. Zap. Zappity zap zap. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. I probably should have kept that to myself while we're talking on the subject.
Electric.
Woo! By the way, gotta love the kind of weird glitchiness of the graphics with some of the spells. The fact that like enemy model just disappear when the FMV effect of some that goes with some of the spells starts going off.
How about this?
Yeah, like there we go. The enemy just suddenly disappeared. I don't know if that's just, you know, bad layering or something like that, but I don't know.
I pray that we shall be safe ahead.
I don't know. We just wrecked everything without taking damage, as far as I can tell. I think we'll be safe. I could be wrong, mind you, but I doubt it. Like, I know these things, man. Like, I know this stuff. Where are we at? Oh, this is Ghoss Forest West, okay. Sorry, there's an achievement in this game based on finding certain items. And one of them is looking it up, we're getting close to where one of them is. And I'm just trying to remember, you know... Boy, I really wish I could rotate the camera so I can tell what I'm actually hitting with that. You know what? Let's use my dash.
Beast King Blast!
Oh, that did hit all of them. Okay.
The stuff of nightmare. I pray that we shall be safe ahead.
Seriously, I don't know why we keep praying that we'll be safe ahead. We're gonna be safe. Just realize that, lady. We are gonna be safe. Also, where am I going? I just came down from there, so it's gonna be this way. To find Sylph's Robe. That seems useful. Level 2 wind resistance and 22 points. I'll keep the sleep and confusion resistance. Not that, as far as I can tell, many enemies use abilities that do that. But then again, I'm resisting them, so you know, maybe they are, and I just
Stuff of nightmare.
And everybody's asleep now.
Brown! Beast King Blast!
Yeah, I'm thinking this is the best route to go, getting through these fights very quickly. I mean, it's more visually interesting, though it's probably getting very repetitive very quickly, I'm sure. You guys weigh in on it. You're the audience, you're the people that determine, you know, is this getting repetitive and boring to watch? And I think, yes, I just walked in a circle. Yay for me. Ow. Okay. But yeah, the battles arguably do get a little repetitive and just spamming these super high damage attacks, but Okay, wait, how do I do this? That's right, you loop around, that was it. But, you know, I don't know, the battles do go more quickly, so, you know, any repetitiveness is alleviated very quickly. And, you know, it's more visually interesting than spamming normal attacks, which are arguably longer, just as repetitive. Oh, we're poisoned again. Crud.
How about this?
And sometimes the enemy models don't disappear. Don't know what causes that little visual glitch, but it's kind of obnoxious. But that's purple. You don't know your colors, lady. I'm not talking to you.
Stuff of nightmare.
I didn't even realize it hit that one in the far edge there.
Even harder.
Yeah, we took too much damage there. And it wasn't just because we somehow got poisoned. I'm guessing that was probably that mist or fog or whatever hitting us. Okay. Divine Talisman. What's that do? Items. SP consumption reduced by 15%. That's probably a good option for either Merrick or Tio. Is it Tio or Tito? Tio, okay. You figure I would know these things, but I don't. I don't pay attention. Why would you expect me to pay attention to the thing I'm doing? That's just expecting too much out of me, people. I don't pay attention. That's beneath me. Right, well, I have no clue what the heck I'm talking about.
How about this?
Alright. Though Merrick's not a strong spellcaster, but let's face it, he doesn't look like he'd be a strong spellcaster. So that shouldn't be too surprising, I suppose.
Nothing withstands my blade.
Was there a purpose to this flower? I'm thinking no. Alright, well that's fun. And then we use our plant-bending powers to bend the branches to our whim, because apparently we can do that. I wouldn't have guessed we could, but apparently we can. Let this happen. I suppose I should try just for visual interest mixing up the spells here, but you know, when it works, it works. I suppose that's one of those things, like, visually this battle system can be very interesting, but it does suffer from what a lot of RPG battles tend to suffer from, in that battles are kind of repetitive, especially visually. Like, the visuals are more interesting, but they're still, you know, repetitive. Spam the same spells, abilities, normal attacks. I don't know. Then again, that's kind of one of those, I guess, you know, just genre tropes, or problems as genre tropes kind of things about RPGs. You know what, go for the real power. And I just realized that these bugs have the same color as... Which one was Shinji's? Was Shinji's Ava 1 or Ava 2? I think his was Ava 1. I don't know. But yeah, now that I've said that, you guys know what I'm talking about. The Shinji's Ava and Evangelion. These bugs have the same palette, or is it just me?
Critical strike.
Nothing withstands my blade.
There we go. Making progress. Or something. We might be more on the or something camp here. I mean, we're moving forward, but not much is really happening, so not moving forward to much effect. Yay, seed. Bow bow. There's a bow bow fruit. Oh, that's pretty good. The bow bow fruit is pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna get past those guys without a fight. At least not without spending more time avoiding them than I would just killing them. So actually, you know, yeah. Starting to run low on resources here, so yeah, I might as well start spamming normal attacks. I don't know, I'm just kind of curious with, you know, which is more interesting, like the kind of just watching everybody running around, chaos of you know, using normal attacks, or, you know, spell spam, which has all the fancy visual effects. I mean, the visual effects in the spells are obviously more interesting, but, like, they get repetitive, and, I mean, we're not talking PS1 era Final Fantasy summons here, thankfully.
Gotta work even
Seriously, I mean, those were some cool animations, but after the first or second time, Final Fantasy 7 and 8, I really just, you don't want to sit through those full animations. I really don't think Final Fantasy 9 made a proper solution. You know, punish you for not watching, you know, make it so that way the spells don't always play the full animation, but then punish you for not watching the full animation. Then again, Final Fantasy 9 makes up for it by having a lot of just, the general spells look really cool. Wow. Melphis, like, seriously messed this place up. I'm not even sure what's going on. Is that goo? Is that stone? What? What's over there, Merrick? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. But then, what about Millennia? I mean, she maybe isn't necessarily, you know, a paragon of good, but she's done a lot to help out. So, you know, I don't know if necessarily saying that all darkness is evil. I mean, she is darkness. She is part of Valmar, and becoming a bigger part of him with every major boss fight. I don't know, he apparently doesn't believe all darkness is evil like you do. That seems like a pretty big difference right there. Okay, it seems like a reasonable way to look at it. And that's why you don't talk about religion with people. It's one of those things you're just not going to sway people's opinions. You know, like, you talk about religion with people, regardless of what each of you believe or don't believe. If you're in agreement, you're not going to sway the other's opinion, very likely. And if you are in agreement, it's not an interesting conversation. See? It's more complicated than you might think, church girl. I mean, since he will lend us understanding, we have to return it. How do you return understanding? And thus we overthink turns of phrase, because that's what we do on this show, this channel, whatever. Hey, look, it's a Super Moge Bomb. Yay. What the heck is the... Actually, oh, that's right, the Moge, the bunny people from the first Grandia. I'm guessing they just kept the name of the item in here, because I think the Moge bombs were a thing in that one too. Though honestly, there's so little reason to use items in that game, I don't remember. Excuse me. Alright, well I guess this is Merrick's village then. I mean, she said it was nearby and we were headed there, and I mean the map didn't show any other villages nearby, so it's a pretty obvious assumption to make, but you know, he'd been recognized by just random strangers standing outside, or standing at the entrance to the village. Damn straight we're friends. Where did that... I wonder, like, Ryota said these things that just come out of nowhere occasionally. What? And there is much to be said. In another video, though. For the moment, as soon as I can find an inn, which I'm guessing, yep, that's the inn, we're going to call it a day. I mean, we've been at this for 30 minutes. I've rambled on enough about... I'm not even sure. I wasn't really paying attention as I talked. That's probably a bad habit. Anyway, though, until next time, as always, later, folks.